Hi Cancer, welcome to Barefoot Mama Intuitive Reading. This is the last reading of June, but whenever you're here, there's a message for you. I'm gonna turn on my little moon. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you're ruled by the moon. I don't know why I felt like that needed to be said. All right, if you want to enter to win a free reading, just put free reading in the comments and I will announce the winner on 7/7. You can join my Patreon for $5.55 a month. I post a couple readings there a month, sometimes just one, sometimes like three. It really depends. So it's just a good way to support the channel. There's also Cash App donations, or you can buy personal with me on my Etsy. So thanks for being here. Let's get started. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energies back to sender, transmuted tenfold for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please bring clear messages through for my Cancer collective. Mother Mary, please bring compassion to these messages. I've also been drawn to call on Kali lately for energetic cord cuttings to any energies or entities that are no longer serving us. This came out upside down, things that are out of balance. Send them on to the next greatest plane of existence to finish all their karma there and burn the karma sticks associated therewith. Thank you. Amen, amen, Samoda P. There we go. All right, sorry, I'm a little bit croaky. I just woke up and my voice is warming up. Also, though, as I'm starting your reading, I'm like specifically having some difficulty opening my voice. You have the Three of Swords coming out. These cards don't have reversals. Um, these are elephant tusks. And actually, I want to read this card because the story about this card is regarding the hunting of elephants for their ivory. And I just think it's an accurate representation of the Three of Swords. So let's read this. It's about exploitation. The Three of Swords has a heaviness that none of the other cards possess. Can you feel the low rumbling vibration? This is an energy that comes from feeling betrayed, of knowing that your trust has been violated, of being so painfully aware that you are not the victor, but rather the victim. It is the energy that comes from discovering your spouse cheated on you for years, or that your business partner cooked the books and left you holding the bag. This card seems to make its way into readings when there's a breach of trust within a group or partnership. It may not indicate an ending, but it does represent a growing problem that needs to be resolved to mend the relationship. When the Three of Swords appears, you may need to be painfully honest with yourself and acknowledge that an area in your life that you know is not right. I always look for something positive, even in the Three of Swords, and if there's one good thing that can be said about this card, it is that the moment you cross this energy, the process of healing can begin. There's an absolute freedom that comes from knowing where you stand in a situation, if no longer being in the dark or played a fool. When I thought about the heaviness of the Three of Swords energy and how it would relate in a deck full of beautiful creatures, my mind went straight to the poaching of elephant tusks, something that continues today. I thought about the bond between humans and elephants and how greedy and cruel a person must be to break that trust. The elephant energy is grounded and focused on establishing an unshakable family bond. It is there that strength resides. When your heart is aching, when you feel betrayed, call on the elephant to help you connect with your family, to help you find loving support that will protect and heal your broken heart. Intelligent and courageous, the elephant will guide you toward rational and logical solutions when it is time to move forward. Heart center, relationships, love, harmony, and wisdom. All right. What's going on with my Cancer collective today? Three of Swords in your overall energy. Queen of Swords, maybe a divorce. Three of Wands reverse. Oh, okay. So, I think you're just doing some energetic cord cutting. That was strong at the beginning of the reading, and we had the Two of Pentacles come out reverse. So it's likely you've been giving to a situation that isn't giving back, whether that be in a relationship. The Queen of Swords is like the divorcee of the deck, but she also meets out justice with compassion. So she's able to sever ties with things that no longer serve by listening to her divine guidance. That's this bird up here. and she sees things clearly. She's able to say what needs to be said, but she also typically in the traditional tarot has mala beads around her wrist that talks about the receptivity of guidance from prayer. So she's both spiritual and also logical, and I really like her. I think as an energy, if this is your energy, I think that it's a really nice place to be, especially if the Three of Swords is your overall, because it means you're willing to do what needs to be done in order to move forward. The Three of Wands reversed traditionally means the ending of your troubles, but this is the Light Seers tarot, and the Light Seers has some different interpretations of reversals. She's waiting for this wave, like the perfect wave on this card, right? And I think that the shadow reading of this is that waiting for the perfect wave, it's never going to come. Like you have to go out to meet it. But let's read it. Not dreaming big enough. Fear coming up to block your movement and delays. Okay. So dream bigger. And then you have the star. Interesting. Go out to meet your destiny. What's the Queen of Swords in your past energies? The betrayal. Okay, so somebody did betray you. It could have been an air sign. Someone else may have cut you off. Is the Queen of Swords you or someone else? It's someone else you had to cut off because they were involving a third party somehow. It doesn't have to be romantic, but like you could have confided in somebody some sort of big truth or secret, and they told everybody. Like say this is a work situation and it could be something as simple as like you played hooky from work one day because you needed a day off, and your coworker who you confided in like told everybody that you weren't sick. But it could also be something like as severe as, yeah, like the situation in the Three of Swords card where you were married to somebody for 30 years and found out that they were cheating on you the whole time, or that they were doing drugs in your attic and you never knew. And then you're finding out like, oh, that's where all of our money went. Like you were getting high. Okay. So you know what that is. It's not anything that I'm necessarily revealing to you. What's the Three of Wands reversed? The World reversed. This is interesting because it's talking about not dreaming big enough, and then you have the World reversed. We have Cups and the Three of Pentacles. What is this? This is a specific message, but I'm getting that you may have discovered somebody was trafficking, and you may have thought it was like small time or just like around town or just in like intercity or even nationally, but this is saying like, no, think bigger. Like they were part of some sort of like international trafficking group. Whoa, that makes me super uncomfortable. um why is the Three of Cups here? Because this card is about celebration. Five of Pentacles, because you got out of this situation. Yeah. I feel like you really need to celebrate having left the situation that you did, because there's more here than meets the eye, for one. It's I think my mom says this all the time. So for every lie that's exposed, there's like, oh no, there's like 5 more unseen or something. It's not my mom, it's my boss. She says that. That's funny. It's not funny in this situation because this is clearly volatile. But it's a funny saying. All right, what's the wish fulfillment for you, Cancer? Eight of Pentacles reversed. The Lovers. So the Eight of Pentacles reversed and the Lovers is telling me that like your love life, this is a love situation, potentially has been a repeat of, with the Three of Wands reverse and the World reverse, a repeat of dating people who are just not worth your time. It's like you're not giving yourself enough credit, you're not seeing yourself clearly, and you undersell yourself, or you, you just date people who are not on your level. The Queen of Swords is up here all alone. She's seeing things clearly, but she's like fully by herself. You could even be like the Three of Swords talks about the bond between elephants and human beings and how greedy somebody has to be to like use an elephant just for its tusks. Like you could even be giving yourself to people who are using you for your energy, right? Like energy vampires. Just expecting like a normal, respectful human connection and receiving instead exploitation. Oh, so the trafficking situation is coming through again. You could have literally been exploited through human trafficking. And if you're out of that situation, thank God. If you're not, I hope you get out safely. That's intense. I don't, it could also be that if you experience something like that, it's still messing with your mind, right? It takes time to heal from stuff like that. But the Three of Cups is saying you have support. Five of Pentacles, especially spiritual support. And if you've given up on love, there's still the potential for you to dream bigger. There are good people in the world. There are good partners out there for you. There are opportunities for you to make choices in love that will show reciprocity. Yeah, Six of Swords. You're feeling mentally less conflicted in the future here. Able to move forward with peace. There's the Temperance angel behind these lovers as well. I want to get some advice, like, because clearly this situation, I feel like tenderness, like this heart is looking really tender and violated, right? And I feel like this betrayal just was blindsiding. It blindsided you. I just feel like, yeah, the devil. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I just feel like this betrayal was massive. The Capricorn full moon last week may have been really like played a key role in this, or you could have been dealing with a Capricorn. This is lust, obsession, drugs are coming through heavily. It could be also like sedating. Like you could have, I don't know, somebody could have sedated you to take advantage of you. Like I don't even want to get into it. I don't know. I keep wanting to go back to it, but you know what happened there. So maybe that's like where you're at currently. Like you keep revisiting or replaying the situation in your head, the world reversed. And Spirit is asking you in your advice now to use the energies of replaying the situation in your head to actively imagine better situations for your future, because this is manifestation energy that you're using, like this powerful, potent sense of betrayal. It is a strong, strong energy, and that energy can be used to alchemize the experience into the equal and opposite reaction, right? Like something like as good as this felt bad in your future. The high priestess, yeah, using your, oh wow, and the star again. That's incredible. You could be manifesting in Aquarius. You could also have activated some psychic gifts through this betrayal. Oftentimes, trauma will do that, right? One example that stands out to me at the moment, especially with this like trafficking message coming through, is Teal Swan. I don't always agree with her messages, but she went through some really gnarly stuff. Like, I think she was part of some sort of cult when she was growing up, and she's a medical medium, and she's also an inspirational speaker, a spiritual leader in her own right. But she became a medical medium because the traumas that she had been through sort of tuned her into these abilities. So whatever this is that you've been through is also activating you in a way that's allowing you to access like your psychic gifts if you want them. Boaz and Yakin, the pillars here, I mean, he has strength and he establishes. They were made of brass, and it talks about like sensitivity to sound vibration. Brass is an instrument, it's a metal that's used for instruments like trombone, trumpet, tuba, all that, because it's soft. And so when you blow through the instrument, the warmth of the breath lets the metal expand. So like if you've ever played a brass instrument, you have to warm it up because it's going to be out of tune until it like expands to that vibration, or tunes into the vibration and the temperature of your body. So there's something here about your breath, the word, like influencing matter, the shape of matter. You could be really powerfully I'm getting you're really powerfully manifesting right now, and what you speak into existence takes form. You're also a protector of the veil here, so you could have access to secrets that others don't typically. And it's up to you to use your discernment about when and what to say, because some people are open and receptive or able to receive like the knowledge or the information that you have, but a lot of people are sleepwalking, and a lot of people are ops is coming through. Like, a lot of people are just, they're just projections of like a mass manufactured consciousness. Like, they're not taking the time to be aware or to cultivate their own consciousness, or they don't have the tools. So it's up to you to really use your discernment about how to communicate what it is that you know. um what do you know? I think it's about this process of transmutation, how going through something awful creates something equally and oppositely like beautiful if you alchemize the opportunity. I keep coming back to this trafficking message though. I'm getting that like if that was something that you're resonating with, that the people who were doing that are also aware um of this process. Like, it could have been a cult. The three of pentacles reversed, the devil, and the ten of swords. It could have been a cult. And like, you could see how people are how these people are indoctrinating others, and then using this sort of like using their energy to manifest for their own purposes. If this isn't like a cult or trafficking, it's like some workplace environment that is like seriously corrupt. It's like exploitative. It could be like a newsroom or something, somewhere, something where like you knowing what you know it's almost like these people don't know that you know what you know, because if they did, the consequences would be a lot scarier. But you want to be able to expose this or talk about it, and you need to feel like spiritually supported and supported in your community. Okay. So how do you, the star, how do you get this out there? You know enough. Page of Swords reverse, Death reverse. Okay. The Page of Swords reverse, in terms of like how you're going to expose this or how you're going to demonstrate. Oh, it might be a demonstration, like going on strike, something like that. You could be part of the union. Page of Swords reverse, Death reverse. The Magician. This whole situation, somebody could have died, like in your workplace, because of exploitation. And this person's, it's like the way that you expose this is by like writing from this person's point of view. It could have been a whistleblower. The Boeing whistleblower is coming through. Or how many of those have there been, right? Like multiple. You could work for Boeing. What's the Magician? You're manifesting this, and the High Priestess, right? Yeah, I think something is strongly coming through about writing, like with a pen and paper. But also, I feel like if somebody did pass in this situation, you feel a sense of obligation to let their voice be heard. Call upon those across the veil and channel. You can channel. That's what's coming through. Like channel messages, channel this story, channel this person's voice. Wow, you might even be like, if you're not personally a medium, you might actually be connecting to a medium or a channel who helps you to bring these messages through, or who brings these messages through for you. I'm getting with the High Priestess and the Magician, Death reverse, the Page of Swords reverse, the Star. I'm getting like a seance. This betrayal could also have taken place like in your family history. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you experienced, but it's like something in your family history that you discovered. The Magician, the Knight of Swords, what is that? King of Wands reversed. The King of Wands reversed is he's somebody with anger issues. He loses his temper. He doesn't have a hold of his emotions. He does things impulsively. He acts rashly and nonsensically. Yeah, I was gonna say, I get a sense that this King of Wands reversed is somebody who, like, is this person, this devil, it's the person who committed the betrayal. And the Five of Cups reverse is like not crying over spilled milk. You're like, this person is not at all. Like they are not showing remorse for what they did. And I think this is even more motivation for you to, first of all, manifest from the energy of this betrayal. Again, I'm just repeating myself at this point, but also use your words to expose this. The World reverse, Three of Wands reverse could mean that you need to put this like online. Dream bigger, right? you need to put this online. Like, you'll have a lot more support there than you thought, especially if you approach this through a spiritual lens. This is interesting. 25 minutes already? Two of Pentacles. Okay, that came out in the pre-shuffle. You're bringing things into balance. It may take a little bit of a fight, but you have the fire and the support in your community to do this. Five of Swords reverse. You'll finally be able to put down those anxieties. Page of Swords reverse again. Okay, I'm going to read this because this came out in your advice twice. Arrogance, gossip, nervous energy, being all talk and no action, dishonesty. That's this King of Wands. That's like the person who, so this could have been a business partner again, or a boss, or somebody who like was exploitative at work. Like, you may have gone into business with somebody and they were just like, oh, thanks for the money that you gave me to start this business, I'm gonna go blow it all and like just pretend we didn't have an agreement. Yeah, so it's definitely important for you to expose that, to talk about it. I'm seeing this Magician pointing at the Five of Swords reverse, Page of Swords reverse. Like, this person just doesn't even, their mind is just not with it. You have 555. It could be an angel number for this message, and then you have 15 for the devil. These are all clarifying this King of Wands reversed. This person who is all talk and no action. So I hope this was helpful. This was a really different reading than what's been coming out lately. It might be very specific for somebody, but Cancer, let me know if it was. If you're still here, please subscribe. Thank you to those of you who have already, and like the video if you haven't yet. So yeah, I'll see you all next week. Bye.